Hi there and welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cheryl and this is Your Journey Yoga, and today we are going to focus on those hips. Happy, healthy hips, range of motion, flexibility, letting go of tension, and just feeling better. This is going to influence your lower back, and it's also going to help let go of tension and stress in the mind and body. Let's get going. So we're going to start in child's pose. So giving yourself plenty of room at the top of the mat. Knees are bent. We're going to slide those sit bones back towards your heels and then walk those hands forward. As you extend those arms out towards the top of your mat, just let your upper body surrender down. Find your breath. Adjust however you need to. If having those arms extended overhead doesn't feel great, you're welcome to stack your hands for the forehead to rest against, or stack fists. You are welcome to use bolsters, blocks, blankets, whatever you need. And just find your breath here. Close your eyes. Couple good deep cleansing breaths. And as you inhale on your next, we're going to inhale it up to our modified plank. Shoulders right over the fingertips. And exhale, press it back to child's pose. Inhale it back up to that modified plank. And exhale it back to child's pose. Those of you who have done classes with me before, you know I love bonus stretches, bonus mobility. So we're working those shoulders, we're working the hips. We're just getting the blood flowing. Let's do one more. And back to child's pose we go. Let's lift just slightly and walk those hands to the right, reaching through your left fingertips as far as you can reach, and press your hips to the left. Relax the weight of your head down. It's hard not to get bonus stretches with yoga, even when you're focusing, targeting a specific part of your body. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk it back through center. And then over to the left, reaching through your right fingertips, press your hips to the right and release the weight of the upper body down. Beautiful stretch all the way down that right side into that right hip. So nice. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk those hands back through center, back to child's pose. On your next inhale, we come back up to that modified plank. And as you exhale, lowering those hips down towards the earth as you lift your gaze to the sky. Core strong, level it back out to your plank. And slowly shift your weight back, pulling those hands underneath those shoulders. Take a big breath in to cow pose. Tummy down towards the earth. Lift your gaze, lift your sit bones to the sky. Exhale, hollow the tummy and chest. Tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone. Inhale it back to cow, and we're just going to move between these two poses. Breathing. Using those exhales to let go of tension and tightness. Not judging, not criticizing, just being mindful and aware. Being kind. Let's do one more of each. It's easy to judge. It's easy to criticize. I want you to focus on gratitude and thank your body for all that it does for you each and every day, coming back to that neutral spine. And just gently sway your hips side to side, keeping that core strong and engaged so we're not letting that belly just fall down towards the earth, but using it to support that lower back. Like I said, tightness in the hips can super influence tightness in the lower back. So we want to let go of that tension. Coming back to center. Let's take that right leg, crossing it up and over the left, bringing those knees just as tightly together as you can get them, and then open your feet behind you. Take a big step forward with each hand, and just gently press your hips back. So this is nothing crazy, okay? It's as deep as you're ready to go. Stopping when you hit like a 5 or a 6 on the intensity scale. Nothing more than a 7 at this point, okay? But you do you. This is your time. Do what's right. If you want to stay at a 2 or a 3, by all means. If you are recovering from an injury, a surgery, an illness, Be nice. You don't have to go gangbusters to get positive things done. Inhale, slowly transitioning that weight forward. Pull those hands back underneath you and release that right side. Left knee crosses up and over the right. Bring those knees just as tightly together as you can get them and open those feet behind you. A giant step forward with each hand, and again, press it back. Hips are saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Breathe slow and steady. Inhale, slowly transitioning that weight forward and up, pulling those hands back underneath you. We release that left side, tuck your toes, lift your knees just an inch off of the mat. A little bonus stretch, those toes, the arches of the feet. And then as you exhale, extend those legs. Shift your weight back towards your heels. Find your breath. Slow it down. Inhale, transition your weight forward. Take a big step forward with one hand and then the other, and then once again press it back. Coming into our down dog, finding that good position of the hands and the feet. We inhale it to high plank, shoulders right over those fingertips. And then exhale it back to down dog. Little bigger variation of that modified plank to child's pose. We just move between these two poses at your pace. With your breath. One more. And lift those hips. Allow those heels to sink and just sway your hips side to side. Coming back to center. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Toes are slightly turned open, and allow those hips to be heavy. Finding your breath. Feel that great stretch in that right hip. Let's bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Let those hips be heavy. And then as you exhale, turn and look out over that right shoulder. So now we have this beautiful stretch through that right hip, and down the front of the left. Inhale it back to center, tucking those back toes, lift that back knee, and let's draw that left foot in across from the right to frog pose. Centering those hands below us. Breathe, core is strong. If your body feels ready for it, you can lower those hips, lift the chest, and pull the hands to heart center. We gently press those elbows into the knees. If you need to stay in frog pose, stay in frog pose. Take care of those knees. Take care of the back. Take care of those hips. And let's just gently sway side to side. If you prefer to stay still, stay still. And breathe. Coming back to center, release your hands. And as you exhale, extend those legs. Hanging in your wide-legged forward fold. Shift the weight to the heels, slowly bend your knees, lowering back down either to frog or to your garland or yogi squat. Exhaling, releasing your hands, and slowly begin to extend those legs. And once again, lowering your bottom back down, we come back to our yogi squat. Release your hands, lift your bum to frog, stepping that left foot back. And then the right. Lift your hips to down dog. And let's alternate bending knees. Walk it out. Lifting those high, that pelvic tilt. Deepening the stretch down the back of the body, backs of the legs, and down your spine. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Shift your weight to your right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot to the outside of the left hand. Toes are slightly turned off. Off of the mat, heel remains on. Hips are heavy, sinking in, breathing. We bring that back knee to the mat, untucking those toes. Just feeling that through the front of that right hip, outside of the left hip. And as you exhale, turn and look out over that left shoulder. Breathe. Slow, steady breaths. Inhale, coming back to center, tucking the back toes, lifting that back knee. We draw that right foot in across from the left. Once again, back to our frog pose or to that yogi squat or garland. So making this as deep of a stretch as you wish. Elbows into those knees, gently opening up those knees, drawing that pelvis through, lifting the chest. Nice long spine. Release your hands, and as you exhale, begin to extend those legs to that wide-legged forward fold. That feels so good down the backs of the legs, into that lower back. As you exhale, bending those knees, once again back to your frog or your garland. Releasing the hands as you extend those legs, or as you exhale, extend those legs. That just feels so good. And slowly release it back down. Let's do that one more time. Hands go down, extending those legs. Lift those sit bones high. Let your head be heavy. And once again, bending those knees, lowering down to frog. We step that right foot back, and then the left to down dog. Sway in the hips, side to side. Coming back to center, shifting your weight to your left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping your right knee through, foot to the inside, we come to our pigeon pose. Left leg extends behind us, top of the foot to the mat. Let's slowly walk those hands forward, either fully extending those arms or stacking your hands. And breathe. You are welcome to put a blanket or a block supporting underneath that right hip. We want to do our best not to list over onto that right hip unless you are taking care of your knee. We don't want to put too much pressure on that knee. Keep those knees happy. If it feels good to you, lift just slightly, turn to the right, place that left elbow, left shoulder to the mat, stacking the palms of the hands, and press that left elbow into the mat as you gaze to the sky. Breathe. Our revolved pigeon, or as some of my students have named, roadkill. Love that one. Makes me laugh every time. Slowly we release it back to our sleeping pigeon. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. We come over onto that right hip and sweep that left leg around. Let's extend that right leg out, crossing the left foot up and over. Add a flex of that right foot. We bring that right hand behind us, back of the left arm along the inside of your knee, and gently press it away. Turning and look out over that right shoulder. You're welcome to place the palm of your hand to the outside of your calf if you like, or it can just be floating. Keeping that length in the spine. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We release that left arm and slowly turn, placing that right elbow to the top of that left knee and press against the knee to rotate deeper and turn and take your gaze out over that left arm. Find your breath. And slowly release that rotation. Allow that left knee to open out to the side. Sit up nice and tall. Bring the hands behind you and let's pull that right foot in. Hands can be in whatever direction you'd like them to be, and just sit up nice and tall, working to close that gap between the tummy and chest and your leg. Feels good to you, lift your bum, slide it forward just a little bit, walk those hands back in. Make sure that you haven't lost your neck. Stay long through that neck, and just a gentle press of that left knee out and away. Breathe. We back it off just slightly, tucking that right foot underneath us and pull that left foot back, stacking those knees, sitting up nice and tall, palms of the hands to the soles of the feet, and as you exhale, just gently fold forward. Nose towards that left knee, cow face pose. We lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly rise. Release your hands. Sweep that left foot all the way back around to your pigeon pose. Hands on either side of your knee. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Sweep it back. And extend right leg to the sky. Add a flex of that right foot, a bend of the right knee, and draw your heel towards your bottom. Extending right leg to the sky and slowly release it down to down dog. Let's do one half low just because it feels good. Inhale to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. And exhale to down dog. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through. Foot to the inside. To pigeon pose. Right leg extended back nice and long. Chest is lifted. Breathe. Let's walk it out. Coming to our sleeping pigeon, you can extend those arms or you can stack your hands. Whatever feels the best to you. You can place a block, a blanket, a bolster underneath that left hip if you like. Just make sure that your body is happy. Challenged, but happy. Saying thank you for taking me to this place. Not what the heck were you thinking? So if you're feeling pain or discomfort beyond a good stretch, I encourage you to modify, to come out of the pose altogether. If there's another pose you love, yep, now's the time to do it. If you're loving it and that left hip is saying, what took you so long? If you want to intensify a little bit, we're going to add that rotation. We lift just slightly, turn to the left, right elbow, right shoulder to the mat. Stack the palms of your hands and press that right elbow into the mat. If that's not right for you, come back to that sleeping pigeon. Find your breath. Slow it down. Gently releasing that rotation, we come back to our sleeping pigeon. And slowly walk your hands back up. Let's come over onto that left hip. Sweep that right foot around. Extending left leg out. Right foot crosses up and over. We bring that left hand behind us. Right arm against the inside of the knee. Again, palm can be against the calf or the shin. And we turn and look out over that back shoulder. Sitting up just as tall as you can sit. Rotating through that spine. Bonus stretch for the back. And slowly releasing that rotation, we place that left elbow to the top of the knee, right hand behind us, and we turn and look out over that right shoulder. My whole body is saying thank you. I hope yours is doing the same thing. Again, working on posture, mobility, flexibility, and strength. All of it such a gift. Slowly releasing that rotation, allowing that right knee to open out to the side. Sit up nice and tall. We bring the hands behind us and pull that left foot in. Again, hands can be facing whatever direction you like. I invite you to sit up just as tall as you can sit and working to get the tummy and chest towards that right leg. Breathe. If you like, lift your bum, slide it forward just a little bit, and then walk those hands back in. Make sure that you didn't sink into your shoulders. Find that neck. If your bum is kind of hovering above the floor, back it off just a little bit, and a gentle press of that right knee out and away. That's some love for the hips. How does it feel? What's the intensity? Keep it below an 8. We back off the bottom. Slide that left foot forward and then sweep it around. And we're going to pull that right foot back, working to stack those knees just as best we can, bringing the palms of the hands to the soles of the feet. Sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, hinge it forward. Drawing your nose towards that right knee. We lengthen through the crown of the head and slowly rise. Sitting up nice and tall. Release your hands and sweep that right leg all the way around behind. Hands on either side of the knee. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Add a flex of your foot and a bend of that left knee. Draw your heel towards your bottom. Extending left leg to the sky and gently release it down. Again, that half flow just because it feels so good. Inhale to high plank. Crocodile down. Press it through up dog. Let's open up those knees to a nice wide child's pose. Our extended child's pose. Chin, cheek, or forehead to the mat. Lots of room for the tummy, the chest. Breathe. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. Come over onto one hip and sweep your feet around. And let's find easy pose. You are welcome to be sitting up on a bolster or a pillow or a block. And we roll those shoulders up and back. Pressing those palms down towards the earth. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes and see if you can let go of that tension. Any tightness in those hips. Breathe. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Release your hands and relax the weight of your head. Find your breath and just slow it down. We press our tailbone towards the mat and breathe. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. And exhale, release your hands down by your sides. Rock back to the point where you can switch so the other leg is in front. And we press those palms down towards the earth. Close your eyes. Let your knees open. Let go of that tension in the hips. Hopefully we've let go of a whole lot. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Release your hands. Relax the weight of your head down. I appreciate you tuning in, putting in the work, choosing to do that with me. It means a lot. I appreciate you. Inhale, circle the hands back by your hips. Big circle of those arms up and overhead. Reach to the sky. Pull the hands through heart center and gently place the back of the hands to the tops of the knees. Palms open to the sky. Close your eyes. Sit up nice and tall. You're welcome to bring your index finger and thumb together if you wish. A little more formal hand posture. Linga mudra. Clarity. Calm. Awareness. We breathe in, we breathe out, promoting emotional, mental, and physical health, taking time away from the rest of the world to care for the mind and the body. We allow our breath to gently just move through us, to carry away any negative energy on those exhales and to draw in loving energy on those inhales. May you find a sense of peace and calm. May that carry with you throughout your day. May your body feel strong and healthy, moving efficiently and effortlessly. May your heart be full and happy. Helping to make this world a better place. Let's gently pull the hands to heart center and a gentle tuck of your chin down towards your chest. Just a moment of quiet gratitude to your mind and your body for taking you on this journey today. I hope you feel amazing. I hope you have the very best day. Let's gently lift the face, open those eyes. Thank you so much for being here today. Take care of yourself. Be well, and as always, light, love, and namaste.